We have a bit of hangar space in here. I want to get the rest of the wheels on this thing so we can start speccing out just what we need for resources. And I'm tempted to have these go up a bit. So I still need to mine out a bit of the roof here. This is going to get repositioned. But I'm thinking, actually, we might leave it there. Because what I might do, I might put a connector on a piston, as much as I hate doing that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. So what I want to do now is let's go ahead and get the wheels, the wheel placement figured out. Make sure everything is still right side up. And that we're going to have enough room in between these guys. This can actually come back one. So this is actually in the middle of that one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So -2 on either side. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could bring that back as much as 2. Because if I bring that back 2, means the wheel's going to be here. Leaves roughly a space in between them. But it also means that our wheels are pretty close together as far as traction is concerned, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But it does let me potentially get another set of wheels in there. So if we bring you back to there, let's take these out here. Let's see how that's going to work. Get stuff out of our face here. I think I'm liking that, honestly. And then what I can do is do something like that. Yeah, I think I like that because we're going to have 4 large cargo containers on top of it. So that's going to be messy. But it should work. And then what we'll do is we'll replace this with all heavy armor underneath so that it's a little bit more durable. The idea is that if we can get the body up off the ground, we might even be able to set it up with like plunging miners so that we can park over top of a resource and drill down. I don't know how well that's going to work. I mean, it would really come down to resources being within 20, maybe 30 meters. Because if we did pistons on the drills, I mean, we would actually have a bit of clearance here. Your steel plates, okay. So let's say we had some kind of framework on it. We could get it to there safely. I mean, I guess technically, if we went half blocks, we could get it a half block higher. Can I get it here? Yeah, there we go. So if we had something like that, how many pistons could we actually get before it becomes an issue? And obviously it's not going to be here. So if we did... let's go with the advanced drill because we know we have the parts for them. So if we have the wheels set to give us maximum ground clearance, we could get 25-ish, 26-ish, something like that, about 26 meters down. So we could actually do it. Well, if we had the wheels set, well, I mean, I guess what we could do is we could actually put pistons on the frame to lift the entire frame. Huh. So basically you'd have outrigging pistons on the thing with, say, half blocks or something, basically to spread the mass of the ship a little bit. So if we had spreaders on there with pistons, we'd be able to lift this thing up when we're drilling. That might be something to keep in mind for future plan. Alright, let's get the stuff that we absolutely need right now, which is we need the wheels. I'm probably going to put some batteries in the center line. And we also need a way to get up on the vehicle, so we have to keep those things in mind. Alright, so if we go, it's 1, 2, 3, center line, 1, okay, 2, and that's 3. Alright, yes, okay. Why are you unable to place? Oh, because I have it backwards. That would be why. Okay. Alright, so that gets us those. And now what I'm thinking is we go like so. Let's bring out the middle on this one. Alright, and then blocks forward is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might even go 6. Do one more on this side. Because this thing's going to be a beast for carrying, so we want it. Yeah, I can never tell which end is supposed to be up on these because I go by the stickers, but the stickers don't mean a whole lot. Alright, so if we do that, and yeah, I think it's going to come forward, say 2 more. And from there we go out like so. That's going to be our steering column. Let's try that again. All right. So I think that'll be that. And then again, the underbody, we're going to say heavy armor blocks. But something like that. Alright, so if we do that, I'm wondering if we want to have do we just want to have them flush? Because I mean, we can build out up over the wheels. So it might make sense to have this be just one big platform. So it gives us a whole lot more room. You know what? Let's just go ahead and grab 200 of this because we can. Because if we do that, it does make the surrounding structure a little bit safer. At least for the back sets. Let's just go with a flat platform for right now. And we can always make it look pretty. That gives me a better idea of how much room this thing's going to provide. Because the idea is that this thing's going to become our getaway vehicle, as well as your aluminum plates, which I don't think I have any of over here right now. I might have a couple. No, but that's okay. We don't need many. All right. Now to deal with the mass issue that we've had, let's go one forward. Originally I was going to do it back like there, but I want to have some area for armor. So let's go one there. One there. Do I want to space these out a bit, or do I want to keep the mass more centered? I think I want to space in there. Alright, so then that gives me an access in here, so I can put an O2 generator in. I can probably sneak food production facilities on board. That's a lot of cargo space, which is good. I might even go 6 cargo. Because the idea is that we're going to have grinders on this thing, specifically up on the front. And those are going to be piped in. And the idea is that this thing's going to go out and be able to break down all of those salvage vehicles, like all of the bases and things that we found. Which means it's also going to have weapons on top of it. That's one of the reasons why I think having the wider platform might be better, because then we can mount weapons on the sides, we can mount weapons on the top, and we can armor the whole thing up. Alright. Now the question is how do we get up on this thing? I mean, I guess we could just do the simple fix and put ladders on either side. But the question is are we going to be driving from here, or are we going to have like our habitation stuff down here and be up higher? Because up higher gives us better visibility. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go take this thing up a bit. And again, just placeholders. So if we go... That looks like that might be about the safe height. So we can go 2 blocks safely. So that would be our roof height here, or roof level. So if we went I kind of want the bridge area to sit out at least 1 block so that we have visibility off to the side. Because what we're looking at is we'd be looking at visibility of about that. So if we did that at that's the floor level. We have 1, 2. All right, so 2 up would be our ceiling, which is actually easy to deal with. Which means we could take you out, take you out. And we do this instead. So let's say the bridge is, I don't know, 3 blocks deep. Do 3 frames back. Means we can have a centerline door. We can put doors off to either side, but this would be our bridge area either way. It's enough room for a couple of people and some basic gear. How's that looking from? It doesn't have to be overly pretty, but I do want it to be functional. All right. So we need to get power on board. We need to get weapons on board. And I'm thinking spicy meatball turret. No. Let's not use the spicy meatball turret. Light gravel turret. I mean, we could use the 2 gravel turrets. Thinking we're going to end up with probably some heavier weapons, though. EMP turret would be good. A couple of point defense turrets. Yeah. I think this is going to turn into a rather well-defended vehicle, I hope. Right. Okay. Let's... Like I said, we're just trying to deal with what we've got. And that comes back to there. So with that much space, it makes sense to have at least 2 more large cargo in here then. Have one there. Oh, nope. I want you spaced forward a little bit more. One there and one there. So there's at least 1 space in between. Mainly because of the fact that if one of these things is taken out, I don't want the explosion of it to destroy the rest of the cargo behind. That would be a very bad cascade. Right. This also means that we can get weapons on the side of it. Okay. So I'm thinking we'll probably have midship a couple of large turrets of some kind. But let's get the basic design in. Okay. I really should just go ahead and switch over to the heavy armor. That's going to be 1 block. It's 1 block of clearance, which isn't bad because it gives us a little bit of spacing on the armor. Do we have... that's heavy armor. I haven't really built any of those recently. I'm wondering if they're 45. Oh, so you're a 2-part armor slope, which wouldn't be bad. Means we can put those probably on the front underneath. And then we're going to have some, obviously some anti-personnel stuff on it so that we can take out the dogs and critters. Alright. I'm thinking we're going to end up with a med bay on board, which will be down in the lower section. If we do these to get the stuff off of our menu here. Alright. And we have then like this. We have to do this. Have to do the same on the front, but one block up. Oh, no, I guess it's the same, right? All right, let's get rid of that. So you come up, whoop. Come up. And we'll have, let's put a walkway in, simply because we can. Need an aluminum plate with a construction component. That figures, okay. Let's grab 100 of those, because we can. All right. So if we do all of this appropriately, we can now get up to here. From down here, we can get through here if we need to. Wonder if I'm going to use these instead. And that's it, I think. Alright, so if we do this, we do that instead, we still run into the situation, just as an example here, because we would have the stairs let's try that again. We'd have the stairs like this. Yeah, I like the scaffolding one better, I think. Alright, so let's get the scaffolding in. We'll get everything, get the scaffolding in, and then we'll start dealing with where we're going to put the interior stuff. Alright. Also, looks like I got a little bit of food, so it's not too bad. But it is night. I think it might be about that time to go work through stuff. Right. Yeah. So we still need to figure out our power. We need to figure out our medical. If we're putting medical in, I would rather have the medical down here. The problem that we run into is with the large reactor. So that's not going to fit. We'd have to take that floor up a level. Technically, we'd have to take the floor up 2 levels because it'd have to be at the top of this. Which, I mean, I guess technically would be okay if we only do one of these guys. Because if we do one large reactor, we can do that. So I want the piping. If we do that, the piping runs forward, aft, dorsal, ventral. Okay. And then what we can do here is we can do walkways from point A to point B, which leaves that somewhat open. But that also means we lose a rather large chunk of space, which then makes me think maybe move this wall back and do habitation in the same as the command area. Or habitation and medical down here, which might not be a bad way to do it. Because if we do that, do that, let's plan Hab to be down below. And here we'll plan this, basically the entire outer skin to be heavy armor. And then we can do, I don't know, like 3 small reactors on this side, 3 small reactors on that side, and have them piped in to the main reactor so that we have enough power to run this thing. Maybe even put a shield on it, which would be awesome if we could get shields on this thing. And then, like, say, a couple of hydrogen engines. Oh, that could run really well. Okay, I think we've got a plan. Now just to make it work. Okay. What do you need anyway? I'm wondering, can I bring this actually online? I need 100 superconductors. Ceramics. Ceramics and superconductors are the only things I'm not sure of. And I think I have the ceramics. Because I think we have ceramics from... We've got the ceramics and we have the superconductors. So we can bring that reactor online. How much uranium do we have? 700. If the nanobots haven't gotten to the different wreckage, we should be able to pull the reactors off those, build the small reactors. So yeah, this is going to work. Okay, so now we just basically swap the exterior side skins with heavy armor. And we start planning defenses on this thing. All right. This could work. What I'm thinking here is we end up with this sloping back. Let's do that on. So if we do something, it's really, Where? Alright, and we say something like this. And that way the stuff that's back here, because if we do that, and we bring, you know, all blocks, get rid of that. Let's go ahead and add these on here because we're working with them anyway. And you, what do I need? Armor plate. Yep. Oh, these are just armor. These are just straight up armor plates. These are not steel plates. Okay. No. Which I think for the armor plates, I think we need titanium. Alright, so if we do basically this on this back section here. Obviously going to need to come out. But again, it's just trying to get the lines of this thing figured out. So if we do something like that, and then actually out of the way so that we don't run into any serious problems here. You are there. Yeah, so used to using any of the light armor blocks all the time. All right. And so you end up with something that will have this basic shape to it, which should hopefully also help with a little bit of deflection. If we're lucky. And yeah, that should work, I think. And so if we do walkway. Alright, so that's on the lower section, so we should be able to do door. Let's get rid of that for right now. So we should be able to do a door there. Unable to place the catwalk. Why are we unable to place the catwalk? Because that does not register as an end of block area. Okay. Alright, so let's go. See what I'd like to do. We may have to just go with flat catwalks here. And then we have that piped in. Nope, you know what we're going to need to do? We're going to need to rotate this. Yeah, we're going to have to rotate that. Okay. Because if I want this to work the way we want it to work, let's make sure here. Yes. It's going to have to be there. Small crew cabin. Probably have a crew area like right here. Bunk, bunk, and bunk. Maybe like portals with a desk or something in front of it. Or even put the bunks on the exterior wall. But actually, 1, 2. Now we do a vent here, maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, I think I'm just tired. And it's all starting to bleed together. So I think it's time to go hit the rock. How much hydrogen do we have left? Yeah, it's time to go hit the rock. And I think I'm going to take the service access way. Yeah, really need to clean this up at some point so we can start securing the base again, get everything in, get it done. Yeah, definitely have to get the recovery vehicles going here at this point, and then maybe if I can get Udrin and Sharky to help out a little bit, we can go deal with trying to capture one of these drones. If we can capture one of the ships that have working atmospheric flight on them, we should be able to reverse engineer that. And if we can reverse engineer it, we can get off this damn stone. Alright. Yeah. Not even worth closing that door. If they make it that far, we're already screwed.